So, check this out, people. Yesterday, I bought a $14 put on GME. Today is Wednesday, the 17th, 2024. And yesterday, GME was at $14.40. So I decided to buy a $14 put on GME. GME then closed at $13.93, hitting my strike price of $14. And so I sold the put at $13.93 at a 53% profit. I then bought a $17 call on GME using those same profits for March of this year, 2024, for March 2nd. When you invest into stocks, you invest into stocks that are growth stocks. You invest into stocks that grow, that can actually make you profit, that pay dividends. You don't invest in meme stocks. You trade meme stocks because meme stocks don't grow. Most of them get delisted. Most of them tank and never recover. And so when I invest into companies like Coca-Cola, which pay good dividends, AT&T, and companies like this that actually have been around for a long time and will continue to be around for a long time. GME is not a long-term investment. AMC is not a long-term investment. I also bought a $4 put on AMC yesterday at the same time that I bought the $14 put on GME. And so if AMC hits the $4 mark, I will then sell and then take those profits and put them into a company that I am invested in and that I am not trading. GME is not going to the moon. I know that there's a person on YouTube that keeps telling you this nonsense, who tells you that if you sell, you're not his friend, that if you're subscribed to him but you sell your GME shares, or even suggest to buy puts, or even suggest to sell at a profit, he will ban you. He doesn't want you on his channel because you're a liar. You're not his real friend. You're subscribed to him, but you're not for real. These people are children. These people are like little girls who have vagina between their legs because they don't want you to play with your money the way you feel it's necessary to do so. These people who get angry at you because they have a large following of GME investors who have been lied to by them, when you suggest that you want to sell your GME, he bans you from his channel. He says you're not a real friend. He'll make a YouTube video and call it fake friends. Fake friends, because he's on YouTube like a 12-year-old little girl to make friends. Those who invest into GME and hold GME at a huge loss are his friends. Anyone who suggests to sell it, anyone who suggests to buy puts on it, anyone who suggests that they are in the market to make money and not lose it, he will ban you. He doesn't want you on his channel. You're not a real friend. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't go on YouTube to make friends. I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm not here to entertain anybody. There are people who come onto YouTube to entertain you so you can watch them. They don't give out real information and have you watch them based on that information. Rather, they have you watch them by entertaining you. And so they might consider me boring because I don't put on a helmet pretending that GME is going to the moon. I don't bend over for nobody. I don't change my ways nor my content. I've always believed that AMC was a scam, even though at the beginning I was invested into AMC believing that it was going to the moon. But when I wised up, which didn't take me long, I sold at a profit. And I continue to trade AMC on the way up and on the way down, just like I continue to trade GME on the way up and on the way down. Because stocks go up and they go down. Anyone who tells you otherwise is an idiot. He has no idea how to move his money around. We are all grown men who are on YouTube claiming that AMC and GME are going to the moon. If you're not smart enough to take your money out before a stock tanks because you feel that the CEO is great and you're bending over for him, that doesn't make any sense to me. When a grown-ass man follows another man that he knows nothing about, nothing, and yet swears that this man is the ultimate person as if though he were a god, and talks about him in a way that he could never fail, and that the stock they're invested in could never fail, regardless of what anyone says. I'm gonna put my money into the stock regardless if it fails. That man is an idiot, because nobody gambles to lose money. Nobody puts their money into the market to lose it. And if they do, and they tell you they're doing that, then you need to stop following these people. You need to stop following anybody that tells you that they're putting their money into GME regardless whether it goes up or down, because that's a fucking idiot. I put my money into GME when it's going up. I bet it's going up. I ride the wave. And when it's going down, I bet it's going down. I'm not here to impress any YouTubers. Anyone who's here to impress a YouTuber is a little girl. A little 12-year-old girl who's here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. That's what grown men do. Grown men go into the market to make money. Grown men don't go on YouTube and say, even if I lose my money, I'm going to put it into this stock. The way AMC pumpers was saying 0, 0, 0. Even if AMC goes to 0, we're not selling. That's why they lost, because they rolled the stock to its lowest and refused to sell. Just like you have these idiot YouTubers, or at least one, claiming that GME is going to the moon, and whether or not it goes to the moon, even if it goes to 0, he's going to write it down to 0. He will continue to buy into it as long as he believes in the market, or he believes in the stock, or he believes in the CEO, Ryan Cohen. That is the most ignorant and most stupidest thing that a grown man could ever do. The stupidest. Because when a grown man goes into the market, he does it because he has bills to pay. He does it because he has a family, he has a mortgage. Nobody puts their money into a bank hoping for that bank to shut down a week later, and he has no access to his money. Nobody does that. But yet you got this one YouTuber who does it, who his tears come out of his eyes when he talks about Ryan Cohen, as if though he's giving Ryan Cohen, whatever this freaking CEO's name is, blowjobs every day. As if though they were lovers. As if though there was more going on between them behind the scenes than just investment. Because grown men don't act that way. Grown men don't behave in a manner where they say, I'm going to give this man my money and he doesn't have to pay me back. Regardless of how many times he says, I'm going to pay you back, I'm going to pay you back. He never pays back, and every time he comes back asking for $20, you're giving him $20. And so I bought a $14 put on GME yesterday, January, what date was that? January 16th. And the very same day, it went to 14. It actually closed at 13.93, putting me in the money and beyond. And so I sold at a profit, took those profits, and now I own a $17 call on the same stock, GME, for $17 for March 1st or March 2nd. And if and when GME goes up to the 17, I will sell and get my money, because that's why grown men get into the market. Grown men don't get into the market to lose it and then to pump the very same stock. Just like AMC pumpers have been pumping AMC for 3 years, and this person who I'm not going to mention anymore his name, because I feel sorry for this grown-ass man who goes onto YouTube crying, all sensitive, getting angry, getting pissed at his followers because they're subscribed to him and they're suggesting that maybe they should sell GME at a profit because they're tired of losing. He'll ban them, he'll block them because they're not his friends, they're fake friends. That is a little boy or a little girl with a vagina between his thighs. Because grown men don't act like that. When I was 12 and my friends would leave me, I would call them a flat lever. Flat lever, flat lever. But I'm a grown-ass man now. And if a man has to handle his business, hey, go ahead, handle your business, bro. I'll talk to you later. That's what grown men do. Because grown men understand that grown men have responsibilities. And I'm not going to try to insist or try to convince another man that he should invest into stocks that I'm invested in and that they shouldn't sell that stock, because if they sell it, we can't be friends. If they sell it, you can't watch me no more. If they sell it, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm angry like a little pussy, like a little girl, because that's something that little girls do and little boys do. And so you have YouTubers who actually get angry at other GME investors who decide, like grown men, to get their profits so that they can handle their business because they have families. Instead, you have this one YouTuber claiming that he's going to take his life savings, his 51 shares, and hold on to them. Of course, it's easy for someone to sell bullshit when they're not heavily invested, when they only hold a small amount of shares. And for those who may believe that he has more than 51 shares, I'm going to do him a favor right now, and I'm going to quadruple the 51 shares that he himself claimed to have and now denies. Let's quadruple the 51 shares and do him a favor. Let's quadruple them. And now he has 204 shares. Is that a lot of shares for him to go on YouTube and pump GME? Is that a lot of shares for him to claim that he's been buying one share of GME every day for the past 3 years? Bro, I own more than he does. And I don't pump that bullshit stock. I sell it. I trade it because I'm a grown-ass man who's here to make money. When I go to work, I go to work to earn money. Who goes to work for free? Who goes to work to sweep and mop floors all over the property, not just their ground level, but the yards, right? Because he already got a promotion. He's no longer sweeping the inside of the store. He's now sweeping the outside. Anyone who has a job, would they go to work for free? Would you go to work for free if your boss said to you, hey, if I pay you, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be angry because I have to pay you for sweeping my floors. I'm going to give you a raise, not a raise, but an opportunity to take care of the whole property. I'm going to give you a higher position now. You'll be doing the same job, you'll just be doing it longer and in a wider space. But I'm not going to pay you. Is that all right with you? There's one person who jump up and down and say, yeah, of course, don't pay me. Are you kidding me? Bend me over. because I do that every day. See, I buy into stocks that don't pay anything, that don't pay dividends, that have tanked 90%. And I continue to tell everybody, hey, put your money in here. You're not going to make it. You're not going to get it. But even if it goes to zero, I don't care, because I believe in the stock. I believe in Ryan Cohen. I believe I can fly. And because I believe I can fly, I'm going to continue to work for free. I'm going to work for free. And so this is what this grown-ass man is actually telling people on YouTube. If you don't buy into GME and hold GME, I'm going to block you. If you don't buy into GME and hold GME, you're not my friend. You're not my friend. That's what he does. And he insults you, and he calls out your name and says, this person actually had the nerve to ask me if we should buy puts on GME. And I can't believe he would ask such a question. Frankie, you've been my friend, and I can't believe you would ask that. I don't want nothing to do with you, Frankie. I don't want nothing to do with you. How dare you ask if we should sell GME? These are the little girls who are giving you advice on YouTube. These are the people you're following. People who are emotionally wrecked, who put their money or invest into companies not based on the knowledge, because according to this person who connects the dots, right? He connects the dots and he'll always say, I've been right about everything. Just watch my connect the dots. I connect the dots. And because I connect the dots, you can see my 51 videos connecting the dots that I've always been right. Who gives a fuck if you've been right about all those other meme stocks? You've been wrong about the one you're heavily 51, no, let's say 204. You've been wrong about the very one that you're invested in. Nobody cares that you're right about the things you're not involved in. They only care about the things you are involved in. And if you're involved in GME, and if you've been pumping GME claiming that it's going to the moon, and all it's done is tanked, you've been wrong about everything, because the only thing that matters is the nonsense that you've been pumping, and that's GME. And this is why smart people get into the market and actually make money, because they ride the stock as it's going up, and then they ride it as it's going down. And so now I own a put on AMC for $4. I also own a few shares less than 10. So if it goes up beyond $5, I'll cash out and take that money and put it into the stocks that I am invested in. Just like I did with GME when I made the $14 put, I cashed out in the money at 53%, took those profits and bought a call for $17 for March 2nd of 2024. So that if GME goes up $16.50, that'll put me at the money, and I could sell at a profit. And if it goes up and hits my strike price of $17, even better. But I'm not greedy. As soon as it hits my strike price, I sell, because I'm here to make money. And if I do that 10 times, then I'm gonna make 100% profit, if not 1,000%. And that's all it takes. Invest into stocks that actually pay dividends, that actually pay interest, that actually grow, that actually dip, not tank. Take those stocks that do tank, ride them while they're tanking, ride them down in puts, and then ride them up in shares and in calls. It's called hedging. The problem with idiots on YouTube, they don't want to hedge because they watch these idiots on YouTube who want to make them feel small if they want to be smart. They want to talk about hedge funds. The reason why hedge funds are rich is because they hedge. They hedge. I don't want to follow losers. I want to follow winners. I don't hang out with men who don't work or who don't own businesses of their own. Every one of my friends own their own business or work a full-time job for years. I don't hang out with bums because a bum has nothing to offer. He's not inspirational. He cannot inspire me to be a better man, to get a better job, to make more money. And if you watch these idiots on YouTube who inspire you to lose money, you're just going to be a big grown ass loser. Get your money, people.